Hello, guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo. Super excited to be here with you guys live as we're going to be streaming live to those Pilot TVs, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Absolutely. We would love for you guys to let us know where you're watching us at, whether it be on any of those streaming platforms or live on one of those great Pilot TVs. We want to make sure you guys know all the different spots that you guys can go and check out those Pilot TVs at, because we just recently got them installed at places like Gordy's Place, the Turtle River Chop House, Gino's Bar and Grill, Big Whitey's Bar and Grill, VFW Hoyt Lakes, El Barco Mexican Restaurant, the Twin Bluffs, New Richland Liquor Company, Buffalo Wild Wings Bemidji, Shaggy's Bonfire, Castaway's Isle, and even the Midtown Bar and Grill.
Great job to each and every one of those locations getting those things unwrapped. As we are getting into this game number one of Game Day Bingo, our prizes are sitting good as we have $103 available on that minor prize. You could take home in 52 balls or less, but actually, it's not even available in this game as we got that major prize of $4,408 you could take home in 52 balls or less. 47 balls or less for that mega of $21,902. And all should be great stuff as we get after these huge jackpot prizes.
Absolutely. We want to make sure you guys get every opportunity you can to take home those jackpot prizes, because you have to end up taking home a jackpot over $600. You actually get to count towards our rolling total of jackpots for the entirety of season 14 so far. We have just about 430 different jackpots that have gone out over this last season. And just yesterday we had one jackpot going out to one of you guys.
Yeah, we got Cods over at Chanticleer Pizza, Coon Rapids, taking home a nice prize of $773. Great job to you, Cods, taking home that nice jackpot. I'm sure we're going to be able to give out some more jackpots today, hopefully, even more than yesterday, as we already can see a few of them looking good heading into this one. That major prize, I think, will be hitting somebody's iPad at some point today.
Absolutely. But if you guys want to stay up to date with everything going on with Pilot Games, make sure you guys are heading on over to that Facebook page and giving us a like and follow. You'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, seeing what all of those great progressives have grown to, as well as so much more. The top of that Facebook page has a website link where if you go and click that link, it's got direct links to all of our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and even all the locations around Minnesota that you guys can go and check out Pilot Games at.
Absolutely. We love all the options that Facebook gives you, and it being just a click away gives you all that access to that awesome info. We have 60 balls dropped on this game. We're working on a Musco prize, and that Musco prize is going out to Julester over at VFW Spring Lake Park. $7.80 going out to you, Julester, in this game number one of Live Bingo, as we'll now be getting enrolled into our second game. This game number two, that minor prize will be becoming available, clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less.
Absolutely. And make sure you guys stick around. We're only getting enrolled in the second round of Game Day Bingo of today. And we're going to be here live with you guys all the way until 1 p.m., playing through 12 of these games, trying to give out as many jackpots as possible. At 1 p.m., Ian and I will go off air, but you guys will jump into your first opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. It's got over $81,000 on the line. That is a huge jackpot, and hopefully is going to be going out today.
Yeah, then from 1 to 4, you'll be playing some more game day bingo, getting after whatever those prizes left off at while you're playing this bingo. And then at 4, that will get you another opportunity at that Lucky 4 bingo prize, probably the largest jackpot available today, as it's sitting at over $81,000, like Jordy said.
Absolutely. You guys definitely want to be coming out for that, because that kickstarts your happy hour show. Ian and I will be back live with you guys from 4 all the way till 6 p.m., playing through 23 rounds of some great skull bingo action. We're starting off with that line prize that can be taken home in 10 balls or less that has grown to $374. That large frame can be taken home in 43 balls or less and is sitting at $3,355. Not to mention that giant coverall jackpot that you guys can take home in 50 balls or less during that time. It has grown over $40,429 already. You guys will definitely want to be getting enrolled in some Skull Bingo action today from 4 to 6.
Yeah, great job to all those players that have been getting after all season as they are in our top 10 Skull Bingo standings. But we do end off that Skull Bingo with a last opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo at 6 p.m., $81,000. Game Day Bingo will be going from 6 to 6:40 tonight, as it's going to be interrupted as it normally runs from 6 all the way till 10 uninterrupted. But tonight we have a PGL specialty night. That's MegaSota game night. It gets started at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki should be there live tonight, giving out a bunch of great prizes, including a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale that's sitting at $14,472. After that MegaSota game night finishes up tonight, you'll be playing Game Day Bingo all the way till 10 p.m., getting after all those great prizes that they've grown to. But it is going to be a lot of fun bingo today. But we're actually going to have a really fun bingo opportunity tomorrow.
Absolutely. Ian and I have the awesome pleasure of going and having a great Wild Wednesday each and every Wednesday with you guys at 7 p.m. You guys better be coming out because tomorrow night is the last specialty night of the week and your last chance at taking home those awesome PGL points. You got to make sure that you guys stick around because we got two games of Game Day Bingo to end off that awesome round of the Wild Wednesday action that we have going on tomorrow night. And you guys will definitely want to be getting enrolled in that as there's even more cash on the line there.
Definitely some really, really great stuff there. Hopefully, you guys are coming out for MegaSota game night as well as Wild Wednesday to earn those PGO points to affect those standings. But we are in this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. Working on some awesome prizes. Minor jackpot already over $100, 117 bucks there. $4,419 on the major and $21,913 on that mega.
Absolutely. But as we're working on these these great prizes, we're going to be jumping into some awesome national days with you guys as our first one is National Allen Day. Today on November 28th is National Allen Day, and we are celebrating the name Allen and the remarkable meaning behind the name. Get ready as we cover some interesting history about the name Allen, discover some new facts, and talk about the possible origin of National Allen Day.
Yeah, let's find out a little bit more about this national day as I am not quite familiar with it. But we all know someone by the name of Allen, whether they spell their name Alan or Allan or Allen. The name is a common name and a not an with a not so common history. Today, we explore all things Allen. We want to remember this day. This day is all about the Allen in your life. This is starting to feel like this was made by an Allen. But the name Allen is is a masculine name meaning handsome, cheerful, harmony, and noble. The English language says the name Allen was brought to England during the 11th century by the people of
Brittany.
Brittany.
Yeah, in fact, Alan. Oh, before we go any further about those Allens, we do have Lover over at Troubles 2 getting to take away that great prize. You want to tell them how much they got to take home?
Yeah, $10.90 going out to you, lover, as we are now going to be getting enrolled into this game number 3. Minor prize clicking up to 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we continue to get after it. But in fact, Alan, back about the Allen. In fact, Allen is said to date back to the 6th century in Brittany among its people. Today, the people of Brittany are one of 6 Celtic nations found in the western France, otherwise known as Brittany
Breton.
Breton or Celtic Britons.
Yeah.
However, this particular ethnic group is not typical French speaking people because of their strong Celtic heritage. Celtic Britons speak a Celtic language similar to Cornish or Welsh. Besides a different language from the French, they also have different customs as well.
Very cool. It's very possible that today's National Day originates as a memorial for the Canadian mathematician Alan Day. He lived from 1941 through 1990, and Day had made significant contributions to the algebraic discoveries known as the lattice theory. Oh, that was one of my favorite multiplication theories to study. He became widely respected after publishing his thesis in 1968 on a characterization of modularity for convergence lattice of algebras. The publication was the beginning of a career in mathematical research and discoveries.
Very cool stuff. So we'll shout out Alan Day on today, as that is
Yes.
someone that you have studied a little bit, as
If
you
you
are.
guys don't know what lattice theory is, it's essentially where you take a box and then you divide it into the number of whether you have a 3-digit number by two, like times by a 2-digit
Mhm.
number, and then in each box you multiply those specific digits
Oh,
together,
yes.
and then on diagonal you add those numbers through, and you get each digit placement, and it gives you the an easy way to multiply huge numbers together.
Ah, yes, that makes sense.
Probably not,
No,
but
over word. Math is really hard. I feel like to explain over words.
that's as simple as I could have
Yeah,
explained it
yeah,
too.
that's what I.
It's a box that you multiply huge digits by their like each individual
Very cool. A
digit.
way to get, do big digit multiplication.
Yeah, by
Definitely.
hand.
Very, very interesting stuff. Well, happy National Allen Day, as
Do you
we.
know any Allens?
I mean,
I know only one Allen, and I even at first I was like, "Oh, happy Allen Day. We'll talk about the chipmunks." It's not Allen.
Alvin.
Yeah. But I only know one Allen, and in fact, I only just met him less than a week ago.
Ah, there
Funny
you go.
enough.
Now you have an Allen.
Mhm.
I met a Allen. No, we met an Allen. At the U of N Michigan watch that we had last year. Not U of M, U of M Ohio State game that we watched last year. We met an
Was
Allen.
there?
There was an Allen.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so
The
there's
more
another.
Allens, the better,
Yeah,
apparently, on
more
today.
Allens. But yeah, I don't know many Allens if I'm being completely honest. I'm sure I've met quite a few, but I yes, I do. I called him Lenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was Allen,
Mhm.
and so then we
Yeah.
just took the last one to call them Lenny.
Very
But
fun.
happy National Allen Day! Celebrate
Absolutely.
all the Allens in your life. Next up is Red Planet Day. Every year on November 28th, Red Planet Day commemorates the launch of the spacecraft
Marin. Yeah.
Mariner 4. It's also a day to learn about Mars, which is referred to as the Red Planet.
Yeah, Mars is very cool. Just outer space in general is very interesting, and seeing how the different atmospheres on different planets affect what type of
Yes.
like topography you'll find, like what kind of
Mm-hmm.
matter you'll find. I think it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, Mars is covered in soil, rocks, and dust made of iron dioxide, which gives the surface that red, rusty color.
Very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mars has two moons called Deimos and Phobos, and they are named after the two horses that pull the Roman god of war, Mars's chariot.
Yeah, very cool stuff. We do have Mikey Mike over at the Old Piper in Blaine, taking home a must-go prize of $12.70 in this game number 3. Great job to you, Mikey Mike, as we now get enrolled into a game number 4. With that minor prize, click it up from 56 to 58 balls or less, $143 there. But you as a Moon fan, I think you would go crazy if we could have 2 moons.
If we could
Um,
have more moons, that would be insane.
Too bad that would just
That would kill us,
destroy our
but we would die.
the Earth. But it would be cool.
The gravitational pull would be insane.
Well, Mars is the fourth planet from the sun. It is 141 million miles away from the sun. It would take 300 days and around 8 months to get there from Earth.
Very, very interesting. I think the space travel and the distance it actually takes to get places is insane
Yeah.
because you're traveling at such a supersonic speed as
Uh huh.
well. So it's it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's
The
ridiculous.
logistics of it behind it confuse me a bit.
Yeah, a day in Mars lasts 24 hours and 37 minutes.
That's right.
Yeah, a little bit longer than ours.
1 year on Mars is actually 687 days long, so roughly double ours.
Wow, that is cool. Mars has a thin atmosphere made from 95.9% carbon dioxide, 2.7% nitrogen. The atmosphere is so thin that it is not thick enough to trap the sun's heat, so it is very cold, ranging from negative 100 degrees Celsius in the winter to 20 degrees Celsius in the summer.
Absolutely. Very, very crazy.
Well, definitely some interesting, fun little facts about our favorite red planet, Mars.
Is that the planet that Martian takes place on?
Is I think Martians are supposed to be.
No, Martian the movie with Matt Damon where he gets stuck in space.
Oh, I don't.
Martians, yes, are from Mars, but
Yes, I was about to say I'm pretty sure Martians are, but
yes, no, that is their uh calling card, but
yeah,
I think that Martian the movie takes place on Mars if
I
I'm
think
not mistaken.
I think so as well. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
super cool stuff. Well, happy National Red Planet Day. Definitely a cool one. That Mars movie was a interesting one. Uh,
Martian?
the Martian movie, yeah, that
Yeah.
was super,
Yeah,
super.
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy one
It made
to
me
think
have
about.
some false confidence that I could survive though.
You
I was like,
yeah,
I could cultivate potatoes.
I could cultivate potatoes. Yeah, imagine eating potatoes every day. That would be horrid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Especially the way he had to fertilize them and everything.
Yeah, just gross.
Yeah.
But we have now balls dropping in this game number 4 of Game Day Bingo. $160 on our minor jackpot at 58 balls or less. Major prize of $4,454 you can take home in 52 balls or less. And that mega jackpot of $21,948 you can take home in 47 balls or less.
Absolutely. And as we're working on it, we're going to be moving into our next National Day, National Day of Giving, or hashtag Giving Tuesday. National Day of Giving encourages to give back. It takes place on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Very, very cool stuff. I think it's just within the season. It's the holiday season is the time of giving, and so it's a great time to maybe volunteer at your food shelter, or
An Elks Club, really anywhere.
yeah, there's lots of ways that you can help out and give back to your community. Even playing
I was going to
pilot
say, you're doing
games
so right
gives
now.
back to is giving back to your community. And so, happy National Day of the Giving, as you guys are always helping out your community while playing these awesome games with us. We are
Oh, yeah.
coming down to the last few balls to be dropped before we move on from these jackpots. We got players still in line to be able to take home this minor prize as we click past that mega and major. We'll see, as we only have 2 more balls to try and give this one out.
Absolutely. And happy National Day of Giving. I have felt like I have been in pretty much a denial about the holiday season sneaking up on us. And I've been like, no, we're still in early fall. And now that the Salvation Army donation people are out there, I'm like,
it's
it's the holiday
it's
season.
holidays. We do have Mikey Mike over the old Piper in Blaine taking home $21.90. Great job to you, Mikey Mike, in this great game number 4 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 5. Minor prize clicking up to 60 balls or less, and already over $160 as you guys continue to grow that cash amount as you get enrolled over the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Absolutely. But happy National Day of Giving. I hope you guys are getting ready and getting into the holiday spirit. So just remember that you guys can always give back, and you guys are doing so even by just playing pilot
Oh
games.
yeah, what's your favorite way of gift giving? Like with a group of friends, like the Secret Santas, the white elephants, having
Um,
like a game where you win prizes with your
I
friends.
like White Elephant because anybody could end up with
Uh
anything.
huh.
I feel like with Secret Santa, there's people who, not to like toot my own horn, but people like me who love gift giving.
Uh
And
huh.
so will go out of their way to make sure that their people have really great gifts. But
Yeah.
other people see it as just like oh, it's fun. It's just a $20 limit, whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people don't receive actual gift because I feel like if it's Secret Santa, it's more of like an actual gift giving.
Yes.
And so people tend to give more gifts than others, or there's a little bit
Yeah.
more of a discrepancy there, where I
Yeah.
feel like with White Elephant it kind of levels the playing field. You get gag gifts, you
Yeah.
throw in a couple gift
Uh-huh.
cards or whatever, or candy to make people happy, but
Mhm.
that one's just more of like a more fun spirit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's people that like to drop to spend $30 on the $20 limit. There's people who like to
Yes,
spend
15,
$15
and
on
so
the $20 limit. And so it changes how
mhm,
the gifts are, and then especially if you have like little kids involved with it, it
yes.
then becomes like a whole other issue with the.
See, with little kids, I can appreciate a Secret Santa because then you have dictated or like distinguished children's gifts to be given, and
Okay.
adults will get gifts based on their age. Whereas
Mhm.
with Elephant, there was people who was getting like sparkly markers and a butterfly
Yeah.
notebook, when there was other people who were getting like a pack of fireball shooters.
Yes.
Like very
My
different.
my family kind of does a secret Santa into like a gift swap kind of
Yes.
situation where it kind
Hmm.
of mixes the
The
white
two, and
the
it's
white
super
elephant
nice.
and the secret Santa.
Hmm.
And so then it becomes, because we all try and do like pretty funny gifts that could also maybe be useful at times, and then
Yeah.
there's certain people that really want the funny gifts, and then there's certain people that they're like, ooh, I actually would like
The
the
girls want the fuzzy socked gift, and
Yeah, whatever it is. And so
yeah.
those are always fun. So definitely an awesome time of the year, as today is National Giving Day. Next up is a delicious national day, as this may be my favorite desserty breakfast, and that's National French Toast Day. Each year on November 28th, people across the United States enjoy National French Toast Day, also known as eggy bread or omelet bread. It makes a great breakfast for guests or part of a brunch.
I love the calling it eggy bread.
Yeah, hilarious to call it eggy
um,
bread. It looks like we might be having issues in this game. I'll wait 1 second to see if it's going to drop. But
doesn't look like it.
yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to happen. So we're going to have to take a quick break for you guys. And we'll be back in just a moment to give out some more great prizes. Hello, guys, and we're back for some more of this game day bingo. Should be some great stuff as we continue to play this awesome game. Right now, we're getting enrolled into a game number 6 with a minor jackpot of $240 at 62 balls or less. We'll see if we can finally give it out in this great matchup. But we did miss out on one game, as we gave out a nice must-go prize in that one.
That's right. Mike ended up getting to take home $36 while playing over at the Sherwood Lounge that passed around. Nicely done to Mike. Hopefully, you guys are getting enrolled in the next minute, 40 seconds. Just make sure you guys get any opportunity we have to give out those prizes. Before we let you guys loose in that little minor technical difficulty, we were talking about our final national day as it is National French Toast Day. And I actually just had the pleasure of having French toast this past weekend. And my dad actually made it in a way that I had never had it before.
Really?
And he had taken this swirled chocolate marbled bread loaf,
Uh-huh.
and he did that for French toast, and it made
Ooh.
the swirls of chocolate melty,
Uh-huh.
and it was phenomenal.
That sounds really, really
It
good.
was so good. Do you remember there was like a chocolatey loaf of bread that I once bought from Aldi's?
Yeah,
It was
I
like
know what you're talking
exactly
about.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, super, super cool stuff. That's super tasty. I love French toast in every way, so it's, however you
Add some
make it.
chocolate, some
I've
powdered
I've
sugar.
seen it made those
Mm.
ways before, and it's super delicious. Putting cinnamon bread in it as well
See,
as French
I've had
toast
the cinnamon
is
bread one.
super
I had never
good.
tried with the
Yeah,
chocolate.
chocolate bread is absolutely delicious as well.
Mhm.
Like you said, it gets that melty flavor in it, and it's just to die for. But did you know it earned the name Poor Knight's Pudding in medieval Europe?
Really?
Yeah, it was an affordable meal that you used up stale bread. It is called
Pan Perdue.
yeah, in French, which translates to lost bread. It earned this name because you could put stale bread that would otherwise be wasted so to good use.
Mhm.
Awesome. I'm all about that.
Oh, there's some people that say that they can only make their French toast with stale bread. And I don't know if it's just because they grew up on that recipe that was a little bit closer to the original,
uh-huh.
or if it was because there is real texture
Yeah.
difference that they prefer.
Oh yeah, definitely a awesome one on today. But yeah, there's so many different ways to make it that are that's so good. Whether it's different toppings, making it with the Texas toast, so you get like that thick
Thick, yeah.
slice. Whatever it is, it's delicious on today. What is your what is your like favorite of those syrup breakfasts?
Syrup breakfasts?
What you would call a classic put
Probably
syrup on it.
pancakes.
Pancakes is your number
Yeah.
one. French toast is
That's
100%
pancakes
my
is the
number
only
one.
thing that I put syrup on though.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that has to be my syrup breakfast.
But like if you like waffles more, or if you like French toast more, those are
I prefer
both.
French toast, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. French toast is
French
so
toast, if
good.
I can get it made with cinnamon bread and it's got powdered sugar on top, and then any type of fresh berry. It could be blueberry, raspberry, strawberry. That
Hmm.
is like my whoo, beautiful.
Super, super tasty. Definitely a great one on today. I'm a huge fan of French toast. Have seen my one of my favorite ways to have French toast was to get them from I think it was Burger King. I haven't
Was
had
it
it
the
in so
sticks?
long. The French toast sticks were so tasty. And so I
That
always
just reminds me of school lunches.
oh, so good. They were so good. Well, happy National French Toast Day. Enjoy some French toast at some point today, as it's a delicious breakfast.
Absolutely. Well, those were all of our national days, but we are about to be finishing out this awesome round number 6, and there it is. We have M Train. They're getting to take home $271. Nicely done on that awesome minor jackpot. Hopefully, you guys are getting enrolled in a game number 7 now that we are in the second half of this awesome lunchtime show. We want to make sure that you guys have every opportunity to take home these cash prizes. And as you guys get enrolled in this next one, we're going to be jumping into some Twins news for you guys.
Yeah, as reported first by John Heyman and confirmed by Ken Rosenthal, the 2023 AL Cy Young runner-up Sonny Gray is a Twin no more.
Oh.
There is almost golden lining to the cloud though, because the team slapped Gray with the qualifying offer. The terms of his new deal will hand Minnesota a compensatory
Compensatory.
Thank you. Pick right after the first round in 2024. That return will soothe the loss of Chase Petty, who was a late first round pick himself. It isn't a perfect one for one, especially as Petty has worked his way to double A hiccup free in the red system, but dropping back a few spots in the draft for almost 2 full years of elite pitching remains an excellent deal. The Twins deserve a lot of credit for their foresight.
Absolutely. Well, we can't wait to see what is going to be up and coming in this off season, and so we will keep you guys updated with everything going on with our Twins and everything in between. So go and check out the great ETAB game that we've teamed up with our Twins for. Twins win. You guys can check out that home run derby bonus round where if you pick a lucky batter, you'll take home some grand slam prizes.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there as we are getting into some great game day bingo action right now. We're going to have a double Musco available in this game, that major prize at 52 balls or less, and that mega prize at 47 balls or less. No matter what prize you're taking home, though, if you get a win while playing game day bingo, you actually take home points towards the game day bingo standings. Those standings have been very competitive in this season 14, and we even start off the player side with a tie.
That's right, because tied up in ninth place, we have Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven and Player over at the Boulevard Tavern. They both currently sit with 57,000 points. 62,000 points for eighth place, big time player Mad Dog, even playing over at Egan's Arms Public House. 63,000 points for seventh place, Super D, who plays over at the Shore 96. Sixth place is Towley, who plays over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, and they currently sit with 67,000 points. 74,000 points for fifth place. Why not me at Beatles Bar and Grill? Currently sits in that fifth place spot. Fourth place is Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge, who has 83,000 points, while with 85,000 in third place, we've got Rock Rider over at the Incline Station Bowling Center. 92,000 points for second place, Mike over at the Old Piper Inn in Blaine. And then we skip right on over the 100,000 point club and right into the two, because in first place, Call Me Jen over at JR Mac has a whopping 213,000 points on the season.
Well, great job to all of those players getting after it, especially Call Me Jen, the only player in the 200,000 point club, and it's not even close. On to the location side of the standings, as we have in 10th place, just recently getting into 10th, VFW Blaine with 113,000 points. With 130,000 points in ninth place, it's Country Lounge. Eighth place is Shady's Railside with 135,000 points. With 136,000 points, only 1,000 points ahead of Shady's Railside. In seventh, it's Sherwood Lounge. Sixth place is Leo's Bar Newmarket with 143,000 points. As we move on to the 150,000 point club, with the Boulevard Tavern sitting in fifth with 157,000 points. With 168,000 points in fourth place, it is the Old Piper in Blaine. As we have a huge jump up as we go all the way to the 250,000 point club when we talk about these top three locations. Third place, it's JR Mack with 251,000 points. With 289,000 points in second place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park. And our number one location is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 293,000 points.
Nicely done to Carbonis, as well as Call Me Jen, both our player and location topping those charts. Make sure you guys are coming out each and every day for every opportunity we have of Game Day Bingo. No matter who it's themed after, if you're taking home those prizes, you're taking home those points. If you don't plan on getting enrolled in this next round, though, you can go and check out some of our great ETAB games. And we have actually over 70 different charitable ETAB games that you guys can choose to play at any time. They each have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. And before we highlight some of those great ETAB games for you guys to go and check out, we do have our winner of this game, number 7.
Yeah, the double Musco prize of $78.60 will go out to Trap over at HR Pesties. Good job to Trap taking home that nice prize. As we're getting enrolled into a game number 8, that minor prize will be coming available once again, clicking up to 54 balls or less, continuing to grow in monetary amount as well as we wait to see who can take home some more of these great jackpots in the next 2 minutes minutes and 20 seconds. We're going to be talking about e-tabs, as we got some favorite e-tabs we'd like to highlight.
That's right. I want to highlight Wicked Seas, one of the latest IE tabs to hit the iPads. You can go and search for some buried treasure in the treasure map bonus round, or spin the helm and try your luck to land on some great prizes in the wheel bonus. That is an awesome one, so go and set sail and try your hand at Wicked Seas today.
Yeah, some great pirate themed action. I was thinking about this the other day, and I have to say that Peter Pan is my favorite pirate movie of all time.
Hmm,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
Yeah, that's what is your favorite pirate movie of all time?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
One of them,
The whole
Madrigal.
franchise in
The
its
whole franchise
entirety.
is just so, yeah. That's I agree with that.
Especially to my family, that those movies mean a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a good one. I'm trying to think. Is there any other? Yeah. Oh, there's also uh
Treasure
Treasure
Planet,
Planet. That's another good one. Was
Atlantis.
Atlantis? Does that have pirates in it?
They're kind of like
They're kind of pirates, for sure.
they set sail on the ocean.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
delinquents
It makes sense.
chaos.
But definitely check out the pirate themed E-tab game Wicked Seas. I'll also highlight one of my favorite E-tabs. We'll go with, I got so many favorites. I'll go with Go for Gold, as you can try and take home that
Ooh.
gold medal jackpot.
I thought you were going to say a little Winter
Ooh,
Wolves.
Winter Wolves is always a fun one as well. But as we just have 45 seconds to get enrolled into this next game, we do have a little bit of music history we can talk about.
On today in 1987, the Dirty Dancing Sit, I've Had the Time of My Life, goes to number one in America as the Swayze Lift becomes a popular dance move.
Yeah, definitely a fun one there. I tell you what's funny is I never think of it as like the Swayze lift. I only think of it in the movie that Ryan Gosling does the Swayze lift to Emma
Oh, La La Land.
in La La Land.
No, no,
No,
it's Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid
Him
Love.
and Emma Stone.
Yeah, him and Emma Stone do
He's like, I'll do the Dirty Dancing
yeah,
lift.
yeah, and I only think of it in that scene. I can't even remember, can't even picture the Patrick Swayze doing it.
So essentially, it's like the biggest move that they were going to perform at the showcase
Yeah.
at the end of the Country Club Summer, and they have not been able to perform it at all. They have not been successful, and at the very end, they like let all their inhibitions go. They trust each other, they love each other, and they get to complete the lift at the final showcase at the Country Club. That's what
Super
it is.
fun,
It's super
super
funny,
fun.
but actually, just this morning I was on TikTok and Jason Momoa was getting fitted for his new Aquaman costume that
Okay.
he's getting, and he was in some very tight tights.
Uh-huh.
And he was just like, I feel like Swayze. And he was just dancing a whole bunch, and he was making a whole ton of Dirty Dancing references. And
Uh-huh.
that was just what made me think of it because it was so fresh today.
That's super, super funny. Well, maybe he knew what kind of day it was. Yeah, well, the Dirty Dancing hit, the time of my life goes to number
Hmm.
one in America. Definitely a cool one on today in music history. Next one up in 1992, Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You," a cover of Dolly Parton's song from 1974, goes to number one in America.
It's crazy to think that Dolly Parton was the original.
It is. It is. As I mean, a great song, but Whitney
Absolutely beautiful,
Houston went
but
and took that song
almost
and
claimed it.
brought it to another level. And we're one of the big. We're huge Dolly Parton fans.
Dolly over everybody,
We
really,
we
but
love Dolly, but Whitney Houston's rendition of
you
"I Will
gotta give her
Always
credit.
Love You" is one of the most beautifully sang songs I've probably ever heard. So
Hmm.
it's definitely an awesome one on today. 1992, "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston, going number one in America.
Absolutely, that is an incredible one. Those are two really good cinematic love songs throughout the years as
Oh,
well.
absolutely. "Time of My Life" and "I Will Always Love You." Those are in some great romance
Yeah,
movies.
absolutely. I was trying to think if there's any other iconic ones that I think of,
Oh,
but Jim's got me distracted as Hank and him is getting to split up $21 in this great round number 8. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in a round number 9.
yeah, good job to you, Hank and Jim. But as we are getting enrolled into a game number 9, I'd like to highlight a way to earn some PGL points, as tonight is you'll get some PGL action for a MegaSota game night at 640.
Mhm.
And if you're signed up at pgl.world and coming out for that night, you should be earning points for those standings. But not just that happens when you sign up at pgl.world. You also get access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. And last but not least, we highlight you live on the broadcast if you get signed up at pgl.world in our new member spotlight.
We have Flash 1, MCJ65, NM Batch, Stewie Deuce, KDK, Tay96, Jay Kittleson, KMM 2018, Jarbode, BK Nettle, Joe, Tom 239, A New Man 2, as well as Schiff.
Good job to each and every one of those players getting signed up. Hopefully, you guys are coming out and earning some PGL points tonight on that lovely Mega Soda game night. But we got to talk about all those players that have been earning points for the last few months, as we've given out so many PGL points throughout this season that have caused lots of shakeups, lots of players in that 1 million point club. And we'll start off in 10th place with Trish over at Eagles Litchfield with 892,350 points. With 932,280 points in ninth place, we have TTWL69 over at the Crooked Pint Ale House in Mankato. Eighth place is Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill Maple Grove with 953,690 points. With 959,910 points in seventh place, it is OE50 over the Stanchion Bar. Sixth place is Rakuda over the Alibi Gilbert with 1,034,890 points. With 1,052,370 points in fifth place, it's Sherbert over at the Broadway Pizza, Brooklyn Park. Fourth place is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato with 1,236,415 points. With 1,240,775 points in third place, it's Yak over at the Stanchion Bar in Hamel. Second place is Drumsky over at the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato with 1,635,814 points. And with 1,763,610 points in first place, it's none other than Outlaw 21 over at the Boulevard Bar and Grill in Coon Rapids.
Nicely done to Outlaw 21, able to hold on to it for yet another week. We'll have to see after tonight and tomorrow if they're able to do it again. 10th place on the location side of things starts off with Malone's Bar and Grill of Maple Grove. They have 953,690 points. With 1,052,370 points in ninth place, it's the Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park. Eighth place, it's Eagles Litchfield. They have 1,184,445 points.
154,000. You said
Yes.
84. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, it just would change up the standings.
That's right. And in sixth place, moving forward, we got Moe's over at Mounds View. They have 1,194,920 points. Now ahead of them in fifth place, we have the Super Bowl of Ramsey. They have 1,485,885 points. But with 1,724,460 points in fourth place, it's the Alibi of Gilbert. Third place is the Boulevard Bar and Grill of Coon Rapids. They have 1,988,995 points. Cracking the 2 million point club, though, in second place, it's the Stanchion Bar of Hamel. They have 2,200,685 points. With 2,872,229 points in first place, though, it is the Underground Bar and Grill of Mankato.
Yeah, good job to the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, as well as all those other locations. Earn a lot of PGO points while getting after it. But we do have those Wild Wednesdays, which send some luck over to our Minnesota Wild as they desperately need it. Been on a losing streak, and adding to it was a loss to the Detroit Red Wings on Sunday, 4-1 loss as we dropped to 5-10-4 on the season. We're hoping that we can finally get another win in the column after firing our head coach Dean Evison and making the big switch up as our Wild have now hired John Hines as our new head coach. He has lots of coaching experience, and we'll see if he can flip this organization around as he has a career record of 284, 255, and 284 wins, 255 losses, and 63 overtime losses. So has a lot of games under his belt. We'll see if that experience can help this team elevate to the next level and beat those Blues today at 7 p.m.
If you want to show your support for our Wild, go and check out the great ETAB game that we've teamed up with them for. Let's go Wild. We also had Ben, who was able to take away that great prize in that round number 9. No, round number 9?
I think that was around number 9.
Yeah, make sure you guys get enrolled in a round number 10. And once again, congrats to Ben, who took home that awesome prize.
Oh, yeah. As we are getting enrolled into this game of game day bingo, we only have 3 games left to give out these awesome prizes, 58 balls or less for this minor prize at $90.
Yeah, but once again, go and check out Let's Go Wild wherever you guys play Pilot games.
Oh, yeah. But while you're playing pilot games, we love seeing player pictures, whether it's you playing your favorite ETAB game, maybe playing some of your favorite live bingo, taking home a giant jackpot prize. We'll definitely send in those player pictures, share them by directly messaging us on Facebook, posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag pilot games, or by emailing them to jackpots at pilotgames.com.
Absolutely. We would love showcasing all of those player photos you send our way. You can see exhibits right next to me in this enrolling screen that we scoop them up using that hashtag Pilot Games, plastering them all over the place. Make sure you guys send your smiling face our way. We do have some Vikings news though, as they are 6-5 on the season, and Cario Santo made a 30-yard field goal with 10 seconds left, his fourth of the night after a miss on the opening drive, and the Bears had four interceptions of Joshua Dobbs in a defense dominated 12-10 victory over the Minnesota Vikings on Monday.
Yeah, not what we wanted to see as our Vikings ended up losing. And after sparking Vikings two victories after Kirk Cousins went down with a torn Achilles tendon, Dobbs has had a much tougher time the last 2 games. It's definitely put a little bit of a hindrance on us. It's definitely making me question what's going to be happening in this upcoming game, but it may mean that we get to see that rookie QB come back in with Jaron Hall, as I am not against that. Dobbs had been playing so good the last few games, and even the game prior to this, he had some turnovers, but statistically outside of the turnovers, he had been playing very good as well, but he was never able to establish a rhythm against those Bears. The Bears were playing really good defense, getting after them. You could see the need for Justin Jefferson on the field, as we just needed that, another elite threat to be getting open for him. And we just couldn't hit enough of our deep shots. And we ended up losing this really close, snore fest of a game. And it was amazing that our defense played as good as it did, as we gave them so many opportunities to score. And so shout out to the Vikings defense for holding it for 12 points, but our offense is going to have to figure it out if we want to put some more wins on the board.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully they can figure things out moving forward, as we do have a game coming up in just about 2 weeks, or about a week and a half now, as they go up against the Raiders on December 10th at 7:15 p.m.
Yeah, they get to take this Sunday off, so hopefully that helps everyone get reset. Justin Jefferson's completely healthy, and we're ready to play some more good football. You guys can send some luck over to our Vikings by playing the great ETAB game, Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus round and see if you can take home some jackpot prizes.
Absolutely. But as we are working towards these prizes here, you guys better be coming out each and every day from 4 to 6 to try your hand at Skull Bingo. You get to show your support for our Vikings while playing, and taking home some cash prizes doesn't hurt either. We also have you guys compete against each other in those Skull Bingo standings, where we're starting off in 10th place with Barry K, who plays over at Ambiance on Albion, and they sit currently with 136,000 points. 139,000 points for ninth place Cheese, who plays over at the Beartown Lounge. Eighth place is Rock Rider at the Incline Station Bowling Center, who has 149,000 points. With 167,000 points in seventh place, we have Jackie playing at Outtakes. Sixth place is Allie at the Little Village Pub, who has 169,000 points. And before I talk about our top five, we got a winner.
Yeah, we have TNE Man over at Poppers taking home the Musco prize of $15.70. Good job to you taking home that nice win as we now get enrolled into a game number 11 of Game Day Bingo, meaning we only have two more opportunities at this awesome minor prize, which is now clicking up to 60 balls or less and probably getting over $100 as we're getting enrolled.
Absolutely. You guys definitely want to be a part of this great one. Our second to last game. Make sure you guys do not miss out. Fifth place, though, on the player side of things in Skull Bingo, we sit with Funk, who plays at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who has 178,000 points. 204,000 points for fourth place, Oswald, who plays over at Friar Tuck's Pub. Third place is Fast Eddie at Elks Lodge Owatonna with 240,000 points. While in second place, Brother Nate at the Chart House is with 376,000 points, but a hop, skip, and a jump all the way to the 600,000 point club we have to reach before we get to first place. Call Me Jen at JR Mac has a whopping 611,000 points on the season so
I
far.
mean, amazing job to call me Jen.
Crazy.
And you can just imagine where JR Mack is at in these standings. And it'll be a while before I get to them as I start off in 10th place. As MT's on 8th has 227,000 points on these location standings. Ninth place is Elks Lodge Owatonna with 241,000 points. 256,000 points for the 8th place location, Little Village Pub. Seventh place is Friar Tuck's Pub with 274,000 points. With 292,000 points in sixth place, it's Eagles Albert Lay. Fifth place is Clive's Roadhouse Burnsville with 340,000 points. With 328,000 points in fourth place, it's Outtakes. As our third place location is the Chart House with 497,000 points. With 511,000 points in second place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, as JR Max sits in first with 711,000 points.
Nicely done to JR Mac and the entirety of those location standings. Make sure you guys are picking whatever spot you want to help out because they get to earn those points as you take them home too. As you guys are taking home these cash prizes, we just have about 20 seconds left to get enrolled in our final in game number 11.
Mhm.
And so make sure you guys are getting any of those last opportunities to get enrolled in this awesome round.
We do have a few celebrity birthdays we can hop into. Before we talk about those celebrity birthdays, I'd like to shout out any player that is playing on their birthday right now. We definitely send you out some luck as you get on through your playing day. We also shout out Tristan, one of our great uh, co-workers that works here at Pilot Games behind the scenes. If you guys have been around for Pilot Games, you've seen him a few times, and so we shoot him out some luck on his birthday as well. But right now, let's highlight some celebrities that they share their birthday with.
Today in 1929, we've got Barry Gordy Jr., the American songwriter, producer, and record company founder of Motown.
Definitely a cool one on today. Motown, a huge influence on music in general.
Absolutely. And as someone who grew up in the Metro Detroit area, I got to go on field trips to the Motown Museum and
Really?
things, and it was so cool.
That sounds so cool. I'm jealous of that kind of
Yeah, my
action.
whole choir class got to go in like
That's
fourth grade.
that's so fun. What
Yeah.
was your favorite part of seeing that?
They had this absolutely beautiful, completely glass grand piano. And I was
Ooh.
like in awe of it at the time because I was like
Uh-huh.
5 years deep into my piano
Yeah.
lessons. And so that was like definitely the highlight.
That's so cool. A cool grand piano is always super interesting. Well, happy birthday to Barry Gordy Jr., the
Absolutely.
American singer, songwriter, producer, record company founder. I mean, he created Motown, which is awesome. Next up in 1946, we got Joe Dante, a American film director who did Manatee, The Twilight Zone, the movie, as well as Police Squad and Gremlins.
Now, I have to say that Gremlins is the only one out of this film list that I have watched, but I loved the Gremlins growing up. I had a toy stuffed animal of Gizmo.
Uh huh.
That's like the main nice gremlin. But yeah,
Yeah,
really funny stuff.
I forget who was upset about it, but I know somebody was upset that they thought that Baby Yoda was a complete steal off
Yes,
of
yes,
Gremlin.
off of Gizmo.
Yeah, which I think is a very
They just
very
have
funny
like
claim.
similar silhouettes. Just because they're small, kind of chunky, and have big ears doesn't mean they're the same design.
I don't know if you look at Baby Yoda,
Are they
it's
pretty similar?
yeah. I'll let you see a I'll let you see a picture and you can call it for yourself. Um, but
They might have definitely taken inspiration, but pretty
there's
much all that's the same is they have that flat top head
it.
and the same kind of oval-esque eyes.
I don't know. The mouth kind of gives me a similar action there. I don't know. It feels like you shave Gizmo
Paint them
and
green.
paint them green, and you get Baby Yoda. I think it's pretty close. Now there's different renditions of Gizmo, like different ways that Gizmo kind of looks throughout those movies. And so different ones don't look like Baby Yoda, but there's certain versions of Gizmo that I think look very, very much so like Baby Yoda.
Well, I have always really wondered if the gremlins are what gave way to the Furbies.
The Furbies. Oh yeah.
Because don't those kind of look like gremlins?
I I honestly cannot remember.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know.
they
They
kind of look like Five Nights at Freddy and Gremlins came together.
It does. That's a very good comparison.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Joe Dante. Some really iconic stuff like the Twilight Zone, the movie, Police Squad, Gremlins. Definitely some cool ones.
And Piranha, the entire Piranha movie franchise he did.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome stuff. Next up in 1950, we have Ed Harris, the American actor. He was in The Right Stuff, Swing Shift, Walker, as well as Coma.
Yeah, big time actor that's been in so many different things. He's in The Rock, The Truman Show, Apollo 13. Um,
Can you show me his face?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you
okay.
know Ed Harris.
Yes, absolutely.
He's in Top Gun Maverick. He's in
Appaloosa,
yeah. Oh, National
Kodachrome.
Treasure. I forgot he was the villain in National Treasure.
Yeah,
Definitely some cool stuff. Pain and Gain with Marky Mark and The Rock. Uh,
yeah.
lots of different stuff. Yeah, he's a good actor that
Very big working actor.
plays a good
Stoic,
yeah.
slightly villainous male.
Yeah, completely agree. Next up in 1961, we got Alfonso Cuarón,
Corone.
a Mexican film director who did Gravity as well as Roma and a few other works as well.
Very cool. I'll have to take a peek so I get a little bit more familiarized with him. I think I recognize his face. He's done works with people like George Clooney. He worked on the third Harry Potter franchise. He was even in works with Pan's Labyrinth.
Ah,
Very cool.
very
Oh, Great
interesting.
Expectations. Gravity was a huge one in
Yeah,
2013.
that one was huge because that starred Sandra Bullock. Right? That's Sandra Bullock. Yeah, Sandra
Yes.
Bullock, George Clooney, Ed Harris is in that as well. So two shared their birthday on
Yeah, two
today.
birds, one stone.
That's awesome. Well, definitely a
Maybe
cool
watch
one.
Gravity on today.
Yeah,
That movie made me cry.
yeah. It's a hard one to watch at times. But
Very
was
well done.
yeah for sure.
Absolutely. I gotta say, that was probably the, I think the only space movie that has really like tugged on my heartstrings like that.
Star Wars did that to me.
Not me.
No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
Star Wars doesn't actually tug on. No, I when Qui Gon Jinn died, I was really sad. Liam Neeson
Yeah.
dying was really
That was
upsetting for
very
me
by
as a kid.
Darth Maul.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
yeah. I was gonna say I know that
that
fight.
scene gut wrenching as a
Yeah.
child watching because
You're like, no,
you're like
you
no,
didn't have to die.
it didn't have to happen. It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Alfonso Cuarón.
Next up in 1962, Jon Stewart was born, the American Emmy, Grammy, and Peabody award winning comedian and writer. He worked on The Daily Show, which is Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon's love child, as well as, and he worked on it from 1999 through 2015. Oh,
Wow.
I'm thinking of a different one.
We do have Judy over at the Woodshed in LaPorte taking home $43 on our Must Go prize. Good job to you, Judy, as we now get enrolled in.
Mm-mm.
Well, that was just our final game
Oh my
of
goodness.
Game Day Bingo, flying through these matchups. Good job to all of our winners. Also like to say happy birthday to Apple the App from the Black Eyed Peas in
He's an Allen you can celebrate today.
Yes, he is. And born in 1987, Karen Gillan, Scottish actor from in Doctor Who and Guardians of the Galaxy. But we have somebody that is even more important that we need to highlight.
Mom and Dad, just this past weekend, they took home $33,780. Mom and Dad were playing over at the Pit Stop Bar when they got to take home that great prize. They supported Brainerd's Lions Club, whose mission is to empower the Lions Clubs, their volunteers, and partners to improve health and well-being, strengthen communities, and support those in need through humanitarian services as well as grants that impact lives globally, as well as encourage peace and international understanding.
Very important stuff. And just a reminder that when you play pilot games, your community wins.